Welcome! We are at Washington Oaks State Park here in Florida, and we decided we were going to do a meditation related to bees. So bees have been very important in my journey to understanding who I am. And obviously they're super important to the environment, and there is a bit of a crisis with the bees disappearing. So this is our homage to the bees. So please join us as we dive into the flowers. Okay, starting by taking some deep breaths. I'm going to breathe in to the count of 4 and breathe out to the count of 4. So and part of this message will be channeled as we're breathing in, getting into the zone of this meditation. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then I'm going to call on the energy of this beautiful place. You can hear the cicadas perhaps chiming in, but I'm going to call on the energy of this place and call on the energy of the bees. So this meditation will be part channeling. We'll see what comes through. And as always with me, there will probably be some light language. All right, here we go. Starting this meditation, we're going on a little journey, the journey of the bee. If you can, imagine that you are just in a black space, just dark. It's not a sad or a scary dark place. It's a dark place like the womb, before a birth. It's this dark space, a womb-like energy full of possibility. And this darkness is actually full of light. And it's just starting to be aware of itself. It's like going back to Source itself and the birth of Source. You can imagine you're in this place, and there's all of these lights, and there's all of this creative possibility. And you're rising and feeling this energy, this joy of creation, this joy of being, this need to create. And it's like all of you just burst out. And as you burst into creation, all of the parts of you take the shape of bees. All my soul aspects, all your soul aspects, these bees bursting out of the darkness and into the light. They come around this cosmic heart, and they start creating these beautiful bees. Metaphor for Source, metaphor for our souls in the infinite creation, the infinite possibility being birthed and then creating around this cosmic heart. And each one of us, each one of you is creating a cell in this hive of God. And if we can follow the bees back to that source and think about their symbolism, think of yourself as a bee as we go on this journey together. You are a bee. You are a part of Source, a soul creating in this infinite and beautiful hive. Tua satana tua sawakya hartete suata mataya shu zutamaikea azu shazu taite su zu samaka saike azawoto sasake sake zu sa zu ju to satai seke asa zuakaya. You are a bee, and you are here on this planet, and you are going around to every flower. Imagine yourself, your wings carrying you, and you get drawn in by the beautiful colors, every color calling you, beckoning you, come taste the sweetness, come taste the sweetness. And you are intrinsically drawn, intuitively drawn to a specific flower. Imagine that flower. What color is it? What does it feel like under your feet? What does it smell like? And then you dive in deep. The pollen is sticking to you. It feels so sweet. It is creation. It is possibility. And it's sticking to your body. The smells are divine. And you're guided to dive into this flower. Dive into the petals, into the colors, and get lost in there. You can perhaps hear the gentle buzz, the gentle buzzing of the other bees and the other flowers around you, but this is your sacred space, your special flower. And you relax in this flower. You relax. And you breathe. Sometimes it's hard to think of a bee stopping, just stopping for a moment to relax. Like the bees, we are so busy in our lives, so busy collecting nectar, sweetness, experiences, so busy. But in this moment, we're just relaxing in this flower, relaxing in this space. This flower becomes an entire world. What type of flower are you in? For me, I'm in a peony. The smells of the peony, the soft petals caressing my skin, my fur as a bee. I do a little dance, as bees do, because we must remember this space, this place, to share with the rest of the collective, with the rest of the hive, because we want to share. Want to share this place. So I sit, fold my wings inward, feel this body. Sometimes I feel this human body, and sometimes I feel the body of the bee. What is it like to be a human? What is it like to be a bee? I want to bask in the colors of the flowers you're in. Look around, look above you. The light pouring in, the light from the sun into the flower and illuminating the dew, creating a chandelier, light above you. You feel the gentle droplets, the colors of the flower. Perhaps you thought the flower was just one color, but as you look more closely through these eyes of the bee, you can see that there are multiple colors within this flower. Perhaps there's white, pink, orange, bright yellow, and blue. You look to each side. Perhaps there's a path through the petals of the flower. Places to get lost in, places to explore on each side. And what's behind you? We fail to look behind us. What is behind you? More colors, another bee, something else entirely. Perhaps spirit, source is sitting with you in this flower of creation. What does it feel like where you're sitting or standing? Is there a tenderness to this flower? Is it smooth? Is it textured? So many senses stimulated. Imagine diving into the nectar, collecting the nectar. What does it taste like? Does it taste like the honey that the bee will eventually create? This sweet nectar of life, this sweet nectar of God, of creation, of love. Now I see in front of me a pool of this nectar, and I want to just dive in. I'm going to dive in to this sweet, sticky liquid, not so sticky that it binds me, just slight, sticking to my skin as I move through it. The light from the sun and the dewdrop chandelier shining into this liquid, illuminating it, creating an entire world inside. And I just sit here, or swim here, or stand here, in this place of infinite possibility, inside a flower. I feel as though there are entire universes here. Perhaps this is what the bees know. Perhaps the bees know that with every flower they land on, there is another universe to be explored. This idea excites you as you sit in the flower, and you can't wait to share it with your sisters and some brothers, this hive. You get ready to leave this world, this place, this magical spot. You've created a dance in your mind, and when you fly back to the hive, you will do this sacred dance for the others so that they too can experience this flower, this world, this moment. You step out of the sticky liquid, and you just start cleaning yourself off. The liquid is sweet to the taste, like sugar, so natural and good. It rejuvenates you. You clean off your wings and your feet and your little bee body. Such gentleness and tenderness and care. And you're ready to go. You climb up past the dewdrop chandelier, out into the sunshine. The world blinds you. It's so bright, so bright. But you know the way. You know the way back to the hive. You know, as you take off into the air, the humans, they may not recognize your role. They may not recognize who you are. They may not recognize how important you are to this creation and how in so many ways you represent them. There are many times with the different pesticides and things that are spread upon the flowers, your sweet brethren get ill. Many have passed. Or have they? Because bees are time travelers. Bees know the portals in and out of the different dimensions. When it's time for a bee to go, they often go to the water. Perhaps you've seen a bee at the water as it leaves this body and goes back to source. So many times the bees will just flip through the different dimensions and see the portals, the energetic portals. They know there's magic there. They know. They play with the fairies and the fae and the spirits of the trees and the rivers, even the oceans. The bee is a sacred symbol. It is a symbol of life. It is a symbol of God, Source. It is a symbol of creation. So are you. You are a magnificent being. Imagine yourself flying through this brightness. You can see all of the energetic patterns, all the ways that light plays off nature. So beautiful. It also gives you a map back to where you started. And as you enter the hive to bring your gift that you have collected from the flower, it is your unique gift. It is your unique self that you're offering to the hive, and your unique dance as you explain and give this gift of this world, this one flower you are in, to the others. And they welcome you, each one sharing a dance. You can imagine the dance of the bees in the hive. Every dance a direction to a different world. And this is where you stay, you build, you work, you fly back out because another bee showed you a world that you want to visit. You take off again to go explore. As you see the bees about you, as you go about your day, imagine all of the different worlds that they have visited. Imagine the magic that they experience. And I want you to remember that they look to you, to humans, with that same reverence. All the adventures that you go on, all the experiences that you have, all the worlds that you are able to explore in a single moment. Swim in the ocean, a walk in a park, just stopping to smell a flower, a rose. You too are the bees. You are the souls that God created to bring forth the nectar so that God itself can experience and learn and grow. And every day you do your dance. You do this dance for God. You show God all the different ways to explore and all the different worlds that you've found. You are magnificent, just like the bees. Tamasha wakea sasakai zutu sumtamasa wakea protai tusha zai zituzu mata ktana zawakataya su usutush tamaki aza awokosiki stanata shatu azawakia azawakiata ashaki. And so it